Hi everybody, and a very warm welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please remember to hit that subscribe button and you will be notified when I release new content. Okay, I'm going to do the free Super Sunday Daylong. So let's just check. It's 12 boards. I think it's... doesn't actually say it's best hand. I think it probably is. Match points. Let's get going. So diamond from partner, 2 clubs. We actually have a really classical negative double. 4-4 in the majors, and we have backup support for partner's diamonds, so pretty clear. At the 2 level, you might not have 4-4 in both suits. You might just have 1 4-card major and be planning to do something else if partner bids the other one. So we got a decent 12 here. I'm guessing the most likely hand type for partner is a minimum opening hand with long diamonds, since East seems to have enough to overcall and West has raised. I think we can double again. So the question is now, if this is a best hand tournament, partner's only going to have maybe 11, and maybe there's no club stop. So are we supposed to chance floating this out? It seems quite likely that there isn't a club stop. What could partner have? Queen to 6 diamonds, ace of spades, ace of hearts, and maybe another jack. We're way off from 5 diamonds, obviously. And if partner has got a club stop, we would need probably 9 runners. To make 3 no trumps. It's possibly a bit anti-field, but I think I'm going to pass. I mean, the issue is now, of course, on this sequence is I can't actually ask partner for a club stop, and we can't hardly bid it our way. So we've really got to bid 4 diamonds, and I really don't think 5 diamonds is going to make, so I'm going to pass. Well, this is a bit weird, isn't it? We haven't got a club stop, but we have got a spade fit. I don't know why partner didn't bid spades. It does look like we got 4 losers, though. We're going to lose a spade, a heart, and 2 clubs. Even playing in spades, we can get rid of 2 hearts on the long diamonds. And also I wonder whether this is a singleton, so maybe spades are 4-1. And that would obviously have additional issues. Okay, let's play low. No. So they've led from the jack here because the queen has gone in, and as far as I know, they virtually never false card in this position. So let's see if we can draw trumps. Diamonds are 4-1, but that's not really an issue. And now it looks like we're probably going to lose the 2 clubs and a heart. So we can finesse the spades. Maybe we can end play East, I'm not sure. Partner had 12, we had 12, 24. West has turned up with the Queen of Spades, Jack of Diamonds. I think I would assume that the big clubs are probably split and that East has done some... Maybe they've got 6 clubs, but a pretty minimum hand for the overcall. So we're going to take our spade tricks now. I don't think there's anything we can do here. We can try a club. I don't think they're going to play a heart. Okay, making 4. So can you make 4 spades is the question. Yeah, I think you can with the singleton queen, because we can pick up the spades. Whether you would play the overcaller to have the length in spades is another matter. So if we pick spades, yeah, we can make 4 spades. We can make the same tricks that we made in diamonds. So balanced 23 here, so this is a 2 club, 2 no rebid, minimum balanced. Strong hand. 3 spades. That is, I think it's minor suit Stayman, the same as over 1 no trump. Now the question is, do we want to show the 4 diamonds? I'm not sure I want to show Jack to 4 here. We've got very good stuff in the majors, or at least a double stop. And Jack to 4 is quite a weak suit to be showing. So I think I'm probably going to deny. And let's see where we go from here. And the thing is, I got so many points in partners' short suits. It's not clear I want to play in this minor. 7 clubs, really? Well, I assume we should convert to 7 no trumps. I don't see any reason. I can't see how clubs can be better than no trumps, because if partner's got diamonds, we've got all these diamonds here, so we're not going to rough anything in our hand. So let's bid 7 no trumps. So a spade lead. Is that enough tricks for us? Yes. So that gives us 4 spade tricks, and we can pitch dummies 2 diamonds on the spades. Clubs obviously 9 card fit. Must be enough to. That's enough to run, so we can claim all the tricks. That's interesting. Did they give us the contract leading that spade away from the jack? It wouldn't have been my choice of lead, I don't think. Yeah, they would have defeated us on a minor suit lead. I'm amazed. The robots are normally very passive leaders. Obviously, it's a fairly good contract because we can, in absolute terms, we can draw the trump. Say we're in no trumps and they led something passive like a club. We can. I think what we do first is test the diamonds to see if the queen was doubleton. Then we play ace, king, queen of spades, maybe, and then run all the clubs. So that would be something like the queen of diamonds dropping doubleton, the spade jack dropping, or the heart finesse, and then there are various squeeze chances as well. So pretty good contract, but everything falls over. Heart finesse is wrong, the spades don't fetch for 4 tricks, the diamond queen doesn't drop, and there isn't a squeeze because West is guarding both majors and is sitting over our hand. Okay. So normal 1 diamond opening here, weak no trump, and rebid a no trump. 2 no trumps inviting. As I've said before, they tend to invite fairly heavy. So I think this is a clear accept. We've got a good 5-card suit, 13 count, so somewhere in the middle of our high card point range, but King, Queen, Jack, 5th is a really nice holding to have. And they need a club. Well, that's not great news for us. Looks like it's probably going to defeat us. So they're going to set up at least 3 club tricks, and they've got the 2 red aces. So all we can really do is duck a couple of clubs. Hope that the hand with the 2 red aces has only got 3 clubs. That would be one possible way of making it. Or that they switch to something else. So they've led from internal sequence, Queen 10-9 here. And being the robots, they switch. So we've made our contract now. We've got 3 spades. Oh no, we haven't made our contract. We've still only got 8 tricks. How can we convince them to... Maybe I should cash 2 spades and then play diamonds. Maybe then when they win the ace of diamonds, they'll play another spade. This is the sort of play would obviously never work at the table because it's such an irrational thing to do. If you were setting up the opponent's spade winners, the declarer would never do it. But we want to make it as attractive as possible for them when they get in with the diamond, that they play a spade rather than a club. The club will lead to certain defeat, unless, as I said, the hand with both red aces has only got 3 clubs. I suppose the risk on this is that someone's got 5 spades and the ace of hearts. I think it's worth the chance. So I'm going to play ace of spades and another spade. Now technically we should play 10 of diamonds here in case they're 5-0. Are we going to do that, or are we going to just play a diamond to the king, making it a bit less clear exactly what's going on in the diamond suit? I think I'm going to just play a diamond to the... Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay if they're 4-1. So they go flying in with the ace and play a spade. I wonder whether they've got the ace of hearts. We may have been too clever for our own good here. So it was, we could have actually made this, yeah. So it was the situation I said. 2 aces with king 3rd club. So that's probably going to be a bad one. 15 high, strong red trump. Stamen. This one I am going to reject. 15. We've got pretty grotty 15. It is 4-4-3-2. I don't know. Am I going to... Having said that, am I going to reject it? We are 4-4-3-2. I suspect the robot's going to have 9. But the hearts could be weak. They might not have hearts for the sequence, so I am going to pass. They do have hearts. They've got 8. So I wonder whether we should go up with the ace of hearts here to play clubs, and then we might have to guess spades. But if we play low on the heart, they get a heart trick in and they switch to spades. Is that better or worse, Ross? Maybe it's better, because if the spades are 4-4, then we're fine. If spades are 5-3, we might still be okay depending on who's got the ace of clubs. But they might be able to get a spade trick or two and then switch back to hearts. I think on balance I'm going to play low. So it goes to the queen. And they do switch to spades, so they switch to the queen. So we're obviously going to cover that. Now they're back to hearts again. Well, I think we can go up with the ace here blocking the suit. It's either going to be king, queen, 1 in the east hand, or they've led from jack third. So this should block the suit. And now we can play a club. And now we've got the rest. We can win the jack of spades. So they should have carried on with spades, would have held us to eight tricks. So pretty grotty strong no trump here. 4 3 3 15. 2 clubs single suited. 2 spades is going to be a 4-card suit. They seem to bid this on any old jack to 4, 4 low, but we haven't really got anywhere to go. That's sensible, I don't think, here. I think they play, if we rescue to 2 no, it's a maximum, which should be silly, a bit silly really, because what are we supposed to do if we got a doubleton in the spade suit? They're never going to have 5 here because they haven't transferred. Yeah, it's a pretty silly bid, I think. I think far better to wait and find out what suit they've got. So if Easter's got hearts, which looks likely here, then you can double 2 hearts when it comes back to you. And now you might play 2 spades, you might play 3 clubs. So Easter's a passed hand. Didn't own a weak 2, but they're going to have 6. So maybe they've got 4 spades as well, which would be pretty bad news. This feels like that the King of Diamonds is offside. Could this be a singleton? Do we care if they get a ruff? Well, they're going to win. Presumably if I put the queen in, they're going to win the king and switch to hearts. Maybe we want to try and ruff a heart or even a diamond in our hand. No, we probably can't ruff a diamond, can we? This looks fairly unpleasant, actually. Let's take the ace of diamonds. We could play on clubs, try and ruff it. Let's have a look at the club suit, see what we think's going on in clubs. So the 3's missing. Yeah, so I think this hand is going to be 4-6. So I'm going to go up with the ace here. Oh, it's got 4 clubs. Apparently. So do we care if the jack of clubs is ruffed? It's almost certain that West has got 4 spades. So I guess we probably don't. So we do know the lead was a singleton. I think it's very likely that East is 6 clubs. Oh, sorry, 2 clubs, 6 hearts. We don't know whether they've got 1 diamond or 2 diamonds. I guess do we let West ruff off the jack of clubs? Or we could play heart now. I think maybe we play a heart. What do we think high card wise? So East has so far turned up with the jack of diamonds. We don't really know what they've got in hearts. And that will depend on what they've got in hearts, will depend on where the king of spades is. So he could play a heart. I think we're going to go a few off in this one. Looks like we've got 4 red losers. We can't really cash this. So that's 5 tricks before we get going, and it feels like we're going to lose a couple of spades. At least. Let's play a heart. So the queen goes in, that's interesting. So I'm going to duck that. So it was a singleton diamond. Ace of hearts. Well, this isn't so bad, is it? So hearts are 6-2. So East did have 2 spades. I think there's a decent chance they've got the... So this is going to be their last spade. They're down to... Well, unless something very weird is going on. Surely West hasn't force-carded the queen of clubs. That doesn't seem plausible. So let's play a spade. Yeah, so he started with King X of spades. So we can... Well, what have we got? We got 2 more tricks. Don't think we can do any better. So we can cash the Queen of Diamonds here. Lead a club. And then we're going to lose the last trick. So we actually ended up only 1 down, so it could have been a lot worse. $12 high, minimum 1 heart opener. 2 club overcall, 2 diamonds. Do we try 2 hearts here? I suspect we're showing, it would show more than, it shows a little more than we've got. Question is, do we avoid getting doubled? If we avoid getting doubled, it's probably a good thing to do. I'd expect them to be making, so we know East is going to have like 10 or 11, West is going to have 11, say. So it does give partner a few bits and pieces, but it may mean they're likely to raise hearts, which we don't really want to hear. So maybe we should defend and hope that partner's got stiff heart. So we need king from ace king. So it looks like that might be a singleton. We're sort of hoping that partner's got a decent number of diamonds here, maybe 5. East didn't open a week 2. So does that mean it's unlikely they've got 6 diamonds? By the way, just going back to that previous hand, I find it a bit mystifying that East didn't open a week 2. They're 6-4 non-vulnerable. I think it's fine to open that a week 2. So I'm going to cash second heart, see what happens. Assume partner's probably got singleton. Yeah. So they don't really look at suit preference. So it doesn't really matter which heart we play. Not really clear what we should be signalling for. I think it's quite likely partner's got the king of clubs actually. Maybe East has got a singleton club. Let's give partner a rough anyway. And I guess we cover that. These cards back often don't make much sense, so the 9's not necessarily... I mean, it would look like no honour, but I wouldn't necessarily trust it not to have no honour. So I'm not really following what's going on here. Partners followed to 2 diamonds. They pitched a club. We can pitch our hearts. So there we are. Partner had Queen of Spades. Not sure whether that was best defence, I think. No, maybe a club's no good either, because that sets up a... Yeah, I think a club might be alright, actually, because it... Or is it? Maybe there was nothing we could do. No, it should have been one off. I had a feeling partner's spades switch wasn't the greatest. Yeah. So North let it through. Robot North let it through when they switched to this 9 of spades. because Declarer was going to lose 2 spade tricks. So club switch would have been the winning action. $17 high, not a great 17. King Jack Doubleton, just going to open a no trump. 2 diamonds is both majors. We haven't really got anything to say over this. So I think I'm going to lead a trump. Leading from the minors looks unattractive. Maybe if East has only got 2 or 3 hearts, we can cut down some spade roughs. So it goes to the queen. So maybe we can play spade and 2 more rounds of hearts. So they do have a 4-4 fit, which is a bit of a shame. So I guess we go up with the king and play the jack. Don't really want to touch the minors still. We don't want to... East has got to lead up towards these diamonds twice, because we got king jack of clubs over the putative queen there. Are we sort of assuming that no, I think it must be right to play another spade. So that looks good from partner. So what now? So we defeated it. What do we know? We don't know who's got the queen of clubs is the issue, I think. I think Declarer probably has it, so that sort of implies to me I should just cash the ace of diamonds. Because they can ruff a spade to... If I tap them, they can ruff a spade and lead. They probably got the queen of clubs to pitch a diamond and then just lead a diamond. So I'm just going to assume we've done reasonably well to defeat this and take my ace. And then I'm going to concede. $15 high, strong no trump. So even though we're 4-3-3, I'm going to show the major. Invite, this is a really bad 15. And I'm going to pass. So spade lead, I'm sure East will have the ace here. They're probably going to win and switch to a heart. So we can knock out ace of diamonds, that will be 3. So assuming these spades are on side, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's at least 8 tricks. they continue spades. So I think we're naturally going to go after the diamonds here. Clear the diamonds. Right, so it's a question of how do we play the spade suit here. Sorry, the club suit. So the technical way to play it is to play ace-king and then lead up towards a jack, which gains against East having queen x. Which is about well, for 3 tricks anyway, but I think that's worse. Obviously that's less good if West has queen to 3 clubs, where we could have made all the tricks. Queen X is relatively unlikely offside. So it's when they're 4-2, it's 1/6 of the 4-2s. I think that. Yeah, 1/6 of the 4-2s. So that's 8%. While queen to 3 onside, yeah, is significantly higher. So I'm going to play ace of clubs. Club to the jack. Loses. We can't really afford to finesse this or duck this, because if the clubs are 3-3, we've got the. It's going to cost us a trick. They're going to cash a spade. Okay, they weren't 3-3, so we are making 2. Now we have a really good strong no trump 16 with a solid 5-card suit. Stamen, this one is a clear accept. And it's the robots, and once again they lead our best suit. So we can put the 10 up. As long as diamonds aren't 5-0, we've got 5 diamond tricks. We can set up a couple of clubs. That will be 7. We can obviously set up 2 spades. And we got a reasonable heart stop, but not completely rock solid. And we've also got the issue that we can't just play club because they might, if clubs are 5-2, they might be able to set up the club suit to go with the king of spades or something. So let's put up the 10 of diamonds. That wins. Let's play 1 top club. See if they win it. They don't. Let's take a spade finesse. So we can win this on table, set up the club trick, and then maybe hope to come to the king of hearts in the end game. I'm not sure we can really do much better than that. The other option is to win in hand and play a heart to the king. If they've got the ace, queen, jack, that risks going off if they can cash 3 hearts and the ace of clubs. I think the first line is fine as long as the hand on West with the ace of hearts has got no more than a 4-card black suit. I think we're likely to come to the king of hearts. So let's win the jack. And get that club ace knocked out. Now we win. Cash the diamonds. Well, actually, we needed East to have both 4-card black suits, so it looks like West is going to have the ace of hearts here and a winner. So maybe we could have done the trick better actually there. So yet another strong no trump. 16 high. Stamen. So 4 of clubs lead. Looks like clubs are probably 4-3. So we need hearts to split it, and then we can ruff a card in one of the other. So we can just duck a heart here, and then we're going to eventually pitch a spade loser from one of the 2 hands. So not really an awful lot to the play here. So I think we can duck this. I suppose there's a bit of an issue here. Do we play a club? I think we probably play a club actually. Now, it's a hand and a heart. Now we can ditch this spade and ruff on the. There's a winning heart outstanding, but we can ditch this. And they're just going to get their top trump now. So making exactly. So 17 high, too strong for a no trump opening. So we start with a heart. I'm going to rebid 2 no rather than 2 diamonds because I don't really want to play, say, a 4-3 diamond fit. Partner's got a 5 or 6 count. I'm going to try and play the no trump partial, and also keeps the shapes a bit more hidden. So they've led clubs. We've got 9 top. No, we haven't got 9 top ones. We've got 5 diamonds, 2 clubs. We've got 8 top ones. So we can obviously set up another trick in spades, but the question is, are they going to come to 5 tricks first? We can't really afford to cash all the diamonds because they can knock out the club entry to the spades. So I think I'm going to win and play a spade. I hope that maybe E switches to a heart. Or the clubs are 4-3. That would also be okay. The 2 is missing though. So let's win this and play a spade. Club comes back. So it looks like they are 4-3 because I think otherwise this leaves West with Jack 10, 9. Surely they would have led from Jack 10, 9, 5th. They would have. I would have assumed that they would have led. The Jack, but maybe not. Anyway, I can't see that there's anything we can do about it if that's what they have led from. I'm going to win this and play a spade. So can we do... I don't think we can do any better than cash our tricks now because... Obviously, if we cash the diamonds, we're abandoning the ace of hearts. So I think I've just got to claim six more tricks. One diamond, so 15 high. This is sort of hand. I might not look for 4 hearts if North 3 bids a no trump. So now we've got to bid 4th suit. North is 4-4 in diamonds and spades. I prefer the style where North would be unbalanced. So they've got 3 hearts, but they could still have something like Ace 1 or King 1 club, or it's probably right to play 4 hearts. We might be able to set up something in diamonds. Of course, they could have a singleton club, so I think I'm just going to bid 4 hearts. We know they're limited to 15. They've probably got a weak no trump, it's the most likely hand with a doubleton club. So I guess we draw trumps, run the spades. That's 11 tricks, assuming that the hearts split. And the issue would be, can we guess what to do in diamonds? You know, if East has got, say, the ace or king of... They might come down to the bare ace or king of clubs and the diamond queen. Maybe they know enough to unblock. Although we are unlimited, so they don't really know how many points we've got. Anyway, let's win here. The other option is to try and rough out the queen of diamonds. We can play ace king rough a diamond before we cash the spades. Let's see what happens in the heart suit. So we play low to the king. And I'm going to play the 10 of hearts back. This is the sort of thing they might do is cover with Jack 9 4th, thinking it doesn't really matter, but obviously we're not going to run the 10 if they don't cover. I suppose the other thing is, would East... Maybe it is right to play on diamonds, because I suspect East with Queen fourth might put the jack in. I might put the Queen in on the jack, because from their point of view, I might have 3 diamonds, even though it's a mad way to play the suit. They never think that logically I must have 2 diamonds to be playing the diamond suit this way. So then I might pick up Queen. I might pick up Queen to 4 and Queen to 3 in the East hand, and Queen to 3 in the West hand. So maybe that is the best. If we just take the diamond finesse, then obviously we can pitch off a club on the 3 spades, run the remaining hearts, or run 1 more heart and play king of diamonds. That's potentially only making 10 tricks. Well, we can afford 1 more heart, so let's do that. Just see if anyone pitches anything interesting. East has pitched a diamond. Well, I guess that counts as fairly interesting. I guess we can cross to the king of spades and then decide what we're going to do. We either have to cash the spades pitching clubs, or go after the diamonds. We can come back to the king of diamonds. We can either cash the spades when we're in dummy pitching a club, come back to the king of diamonds, cash the last heart, or we can decide to play ace king rough a diamond. Let's just play 1 more spade, just see if anything interesting happens. Probably not. No. So we're pretty much at the crossroads now. So what would East pitch a diamond from? It does sort of imply that they haven't got the Queen to me. I suppose they could afford it from Queen to 5. Would they really pitch from Queen to 4? Because from their point of view, I might have singleton king, so... Okay, I think I'm going to go for them not to have the Queen of Diamonds. Not so sure now. Yeah, I don't like this 9. Maybe they did have 5. No, the 8 has come in now. So West has played high-low and then the 8. So did East pitch from Queen 3rd thinking it didn't matter? No, they've all come in. Okay, so 7-10. So that's the last one, I think. So we got a reasonable set, but ball 3 we definitely got wrong. We could have made that one. Let's see what the provisional is. 60, 69 odd. Yeah, board 3 was a disaster. Best board was converting 7 clubs to 7 no. Yeah, all the other boards were above average, so it was pretty much just that. Silly play on 3 that cost us. Okay, hope you enjoyed. See you again soon. Bye for now.